Other than us, who else is around still?
There are a few stragglers. Maybe some people that knew Michael personally. You see an older couple kind of holding each other, bracing themselves against the cold, with a couple of tears in their eyes.
Hmm. Hunter's gonna approach next to Thalen and just sort of place his hand on his shoulder. Not saying nothing. Staring at the ice cube.
Once that happens, Thalen quickly stands up, turns away, and wipes his face. Hopefully no one sees, and then we'll walk over to the seemingly possible family of Michael's that might have be around still.
Mm-hmm. And as you approach, they're just kind of they're silent. I think the older gentleman would be comforting what could be like his wife. You're not too sure. Just kind of holding her.
Excuse me, I wanted to give my condolences. I only knew Michael today, actually. He actually helped guide us around town after we arrived at town today. He was a good boy and knew how to get his way around town.
He was such a sweet boy. Um, I don't know how his mother will take this.
I'm sorry for your loss. I'm not sure how much it'll help, but and Dallin will reach into his pocket and try to hand them a gold piece because he doesn't have a lot of money. So
He'll look at the gold and he'll say, "Really, that's not necessary. We're not even his family. We just knew him from around town. That would best be served with his family. Maybe. I don't even know who they are, to be honest."
maybe we'll ask around town and find them.
Why would they not have been here if they live in the town?
You see the older woman kind of sniffle, and she looks up. She says, "Well, I heard her. I heard her scream. I've only seen her a couple times in town, um, and I recognized her, and I saw her fall to the ground. So she was here. I can imagine what she's going through."
Terrible situation to be in.
Michael's family name?
I believe his family name. Where did I write it down?
Keaton.
Was it Keegan?
Michael Keaton.
Oh, right. No. Funny guy, but no. Let me see if we'll give him a new name, just for the sake of brevity.
Shammy.
Shamwow. We'll say it was and I'll type this down. Michael Ramu. Here we go. So you can spell that out if you need to.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, how often does this happen?
Well, it happens about once a month on the full moon.
I look straight up. Is it a full moon?
You look up and it's just clouds.
Sort of noticeably look up, not see anything, and then look back down at them with a quizzical look.
He'll kind of know what you're trying to get at. He's like, "Well, we think it's a full moon."
Does What are the sacrifices supposed to help with? Weather?
He'll kind of scratch his head a little bit, and he says, "Well, to be honest, I think they're because we haven't seen the sun in such a long time. I don't even remember when they started exactly. I mean, I know it was about 2 years ago, but I think they're supposed to appease Arl, and maybe one day we'll get the sun back, or maybe to calm the blizzards. I'm not too sure at this point. I think it's just been a force of habit."
Was it just me and Thalen that came here and everyone else went to the...
I think everyone else went somewhere else, right?
They went to a tavern? Or
I heard library. Somebody went to the
I
Library.
was looking
Library.
for the library.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Right, so we'll cut to you guys. You guys are together, making your way downtown. Moving fast. You're looking for a library.
Hmm.
And I think in the time that everyone else has been in the center of town, you haven't really come across a library per se. Like a bookshop. But if you were to try to open the door, it's locked. Yeah.
Do I see any tall towers anywhere?
As far as towers go, probably there'd be like there'd be some along the wall, kind of like outlooks.
But there's none within the town that could signify a research tower?
Not from the facade, like not from the building would you be able to tell that it's like a research tower or anything like that. There's a couple of interesting buildings, definitely. But they all kind of like meld together as far as like the design, the architecture.
Okay. Do I see anyone nearby at the moment?
There's a couple of like toward the end, there'd be a couple of stragglers, people walking back, very slowly, solemnly, back to their homes, and businesses.
I'm gonna ask the closest one, I guess,
Mhm.
if they could point me into the direction of a library or research facility.
Sure, sure. So you talk to one person, probably just heading back, and they're like, "Huh? What? A library? Well, we don't have much in the way of a library. It's like we've got a bookshop," and he kind of just points right behind you.
I thank the person and I decide I'm just gonna try and wait here, I guess, for the bookshop keeper. What time do you think it is?
I
Whenever.
think it was afternoon, so
So he'll be back.
yeah.
He or she.
Mm-hmm,
So I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
I don't know if everyone else is gonna wait with me or if they're gonna go off and do their own thing.
I'll wait with you.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be a couple of minutes, maybe a dozen or so. You finally get someone that is walking back toward this bookshop. It's a small, frail, young woman with black hair. These little circular glasses, and she opens the door. She's not really minding you, I guess. She's just trying to go inside.
All right. I'm gonna follow her in, and I'm going to take a look at the bookshelves to see if there is anything that may help me on my personal quest.
Okay. Anything?
However, I'm gonna kind of keep the details of that from. I'm just gonna say I'm looking for information on how to deal with different things, everything magical.
Okay, so like arcane books and things of that nature.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll go with that.
There'd be a couple of books that would pique your interest. Mostly they're in like the general magic category, so like the study of magic, magic effects, certain things. But there's nothing very specific like on casting magic or anything like that.
Okay, well, I don't need to worry too much about casting magic.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm gonna just browse the books and see what I can find.
Okay. So to give you a little variety, I guess there'd be like a history of magic. There would be like books about like a magical study and how it interacts with like the natural world. Um, I think there'd be like a compendium of like known spells that can be used on weapons and things like that, but they're not the actual spells. They're just like things that can affect inanimate objects and things like that. And it probably a little bit before um, the shopkeep would ask, are you looking for anything specific?
Um, I'm I'm just browsing at the moment. Thank you.
Oh, of course. And when you go back to browsing, there's like a little back end of it, like a little dusty section of the shop. And I think here you would get into like the spiritual um, things that have things to do with like the dead, communing with the dead, etc.
How much are your books, by chance?
You mean those back there?
Yes, and others.
Well, it depends on the tome, of course, but um, the ones you're close by to are seldom read, so um, maybe a couple copper, 5 copper for those.
2?
1 silver.
Well, then I guess I'm gonna have to come back with 5 copper later.
Of course.
I'm going to make my way back out,
Mm-hmm.
keeping in mind all the books that I have seen, and I'm gonna go back to the tavern.
Okay.
I will jump in and say that Vet's done quite a similar thing, but looking for something different in the shop, and he's unlikely to have found what he's looking for. Too.
Smut.
I wish.
No, so she'd ask you to, if you needed any help with anything.
No, fine.
Oh, no problem.
The stripper's a nice one. They'll take way too long.
I don't think that's a
So many
profession here,
layers.
buddy. It's so
Half
cold.
layers.
They're probably putting on
all
clothes.
all the strippers are already blocks of ice, so you just have to watch the ice melt.
They're all shaved yetis.
Oh boy.
After finding the erotica, Vet gets embarrassed and walks out of the shop quickly.
Stripping is a counterintuitive profession here.
Sign of affluence.
Okay, so after you're all kind of out of the shop, is there any like general idea where you're heading next? Are you going back to the center of town? Going back to the inn, the Northlook?
I'm on my way to Northlook.
Okay, perfect. And for those back at the center of town, any ideas?
Hunter will sort of look down at Thalon and sort of ask, there's nothing we can do for this child now. What should we do?
I guess head back to the inn, wait for everyone, and maybe go and talk to this priest. Maybe we can get more information on Michael and speak to his mother.
Perhaps, but I'm not sure what more can be accomplished by talking to his family and
Or
reminding them.
Oh yeah, that's true. Best not to dig the hole deeper, right?
No, probably not. I'm trying to think why this?
Like I said, all we can do is go talk to the priest.
Very interested to know why they came to this conclusion.
Yeah, same. Doesn't seem very efficient. Hasn't worked yet.
No. Do we know which way the priest went or where he's going?
You probably saw him walk toward one of the bigger buildings in town. It's right next to the center of town.
Is it visibly like a church or?
It kind of looks more like it stands apart from the other buildings um in the sheer scale of the building itself. And you can tell it's probably taken care of a little bit more than the other ones are. So maybe like a governing building of some kind.
Like a town hall?
Exactly.
Should we go inquire as to this priest's intentions now, or?
I think we should get everyone together. See what they want to do.
It's true, they might have some thoughts as the root of this before we go and question him.
Yeah. Better go in numbers. Well, maybe he'll tell us more if he's intimidated.
True. Yeah, let's head back to the North Look, I think was the inn.
Yep.
Perfect.
North Look.
So you head back to the North Look. You don't really bump
Could
into
I
anyone.
just-
Yep.
Oh, I was just going to say, if we're heading back, I'd like to make a detour to Black Iron Blades to see if I could pick up anything that would keep the snow out of my eyes.
Okay. Definitely. If you want to make a little detour, you can. When you get there, I believe he'd be back by then. So yeah, you walk in. He greets you. How's it going?
Yes, very well, shopkeep. I wanted to know if you sold anything that kept the snow out of one's eyes.
Kind of looks around. You hear he starts like rummaging through something. And he's like, "Well, I've got these goggles. I usually use them for my work, but if you're trying to keep things out of your eyes, this will certainly work."
Yes, that would be perfect. How much would you like for them?
What silver will do.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
And he'll scoop them into his basket and shuffle off out.
Okay. Alrighty. So you head back to the North Look. Once you arrive, there's a couple. It's a bit busier now. There's a lot of people like drinking away their night. And I believe you'd be reunited with the other half of your group.
Mm-hmm. I sort of go across to the table where they're all sitting at and try and position myself on a chair properly, which is quite difficult. That was certainly something.
Probably the worst thing I've ever seen.
What happened?
Well, do you want us to describe it or do you want to see for yourselves?
That bad, huh?
Do you remember the boy Michael who tried to guide us through the town?
Yes.
He's now frozen in ice.
What do you mean he's frozen in ice?
I believe quite dead now.
Is this in any way related to the the job that we're supposed to be doing?
I don't think so. Do you mean?
This is in regards to the town's sacrifice that they do every so often. that
Every-
the bounty
every
hunter
full
told us
moon.
for.
The basket drops, and Ved's just open mouthed in shock. Like, uh.
But apparently, don't worry. The bounty hunter did tell us they only do that to citizens. So don't move here.
Definitely not.
Saudi does not seem comforted.
But we did just buy ourselves a room for the night.
That doesn't make us citizens. We're still
I
travelers.
didn't. I didn't buy a room for the night.
I purchased it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Certainly not a place I would want to live, but can't quite leave.
So why are they doing the sacrifices then?
Seems
That's-
like it's been going so long, no one really knows anymore.
Then what's the point in doing something if you don't remember what it's for?
That was my question.
We hope that the priest who is performing these rituals might have more information on it. There's
Well.
a sort of town hall building that we were going to go check out, but wanted to check in with you people first.
Sounds good. And I start scribbling notes in my book.
We're going to pass the center of town on the way to it, if you're all ready to go. So you'll see Michael on the way.
Yeah. I suppose that sounds like a plan. Maybe are we sure that he's actually dead? I mean, if how did they freeze him?
Magically?
Yeah, somehow magically. I believe maybe of a similar method as to why that fish was frozen on the way here.
So if he is frozen by magic, is he actually dead or is he kept alive by magic?
Well, everyone in town seemed to be very distraught, as if the person would never return.
That doesn't sound very hopeful.
No. We could try breaking open the ice.
I'm considering it.
I feel like that might be against the law.
Yeah. Let's. They kill people here. Let's try not to break the law. We don't know what the penalty may be.
Contrary to my size, I don't normally like making waves.
Yeah, I can understand. We probably should leave it alone for now.
Maybe if we don't like what the priest hears, maybe in the cover of darkness. And Dallin gets real close to the table, like real close into the table, and whispers, "Maybe in the cover of darkness, we can play a little prank on the town and see if what happens when you break someone out of the ice."
Does that really count as a prank?
I mean, sure. If it goes missing,
No. If it goes missing, they may wish to replace the missing specimen with the one who made it go missing.
Or
this is true.
another citizen, which would
Oh, that's true.
cause another life to be lost sooner than it should.
I think we need to try and talk to this priest and get them to stop.
Or at least find out why.
If they don't have an answer, then why? Then we need to explain to them that if they don't know why they're doing it, then they shouldn't be doing it to begin with.
True. Should we head along to the town hall building? I'm not sure what it's called.
Where the priest resides, yeah, let's head that way once everyone's ready. Unless nobody wants to go, that is an option.
I think
Saudi's all for talking to the priest.
I want to go.
Anything to get
Good.
out of this tavern.
I believe we're staying here, so maybe don't openly discuss your disdain towards this premises.
Oh, what was the name of the barkeep? I don't know if we ever asked.
I think you did.
Da.
I didn't write it
Alright.
down because I don't think I
Lynn.
was there.
No, I was wrong.
Lynn is the bounty hunter,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and Scramex is the barkeep slash owner.
Can I just ask, on what Hunter says, can I see if anyone's been listening into our conversation or eavesdropping on us?
Where are you sitting? Like, are you on the bar? Are you like at a table?
I think we
I
had a
would-
table.
Yeah, we're at a table.
No, there's enough people kind of like drinking, I guess, in the in the general area, but no one's really looking your way. No one's standing near the table.
Sigh of relief.
How do you spell the barkeep's name?
Oh, let me take a look. Copy paste, copy paste. He's my friend.
It's a weird name.
Yeah, I know.
Probably a halfling. Let me take a look.
I think someone said it sounded like that what's that person that had like the side of their head shaved and it was like purple and they did like electronic music. I don't know.
Oh. I don't remember.
Oh, Skrillex.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, it kind of does sound like that. When you say it like that. Let me take a look. Where the hell is it? Jesus. It's not that.
I don't think it was. No. Wasn't put in checking out.
Oh, here it is. I don't like the way that Roll20 separates like the module into like all these different bits. And I can't find it sometimes. Or I can't find things sometimes.
Yeah, they should be put into like area this. This is everyone who's in this area. Rather than here's your list of NPCs from anywhere.
Scram sex.
Scrap sacks. What the weird name.
Oh boy.
And is it pronounced scram sacks?
I've been pronouncing it Scramax. What? I guess it's Scram Stacks.
Cool. And he was a dwarf? No.
I believe it was. I did not mention the race. I said it was a very small human, like an older human female with white hair, like one kind of like glossy eyed, like white, like white eye. Yeah, just very old.
Well, let's go talk to this priest. Did you catch the priest's name, Thelen? I don't remember if it was said.
I did not.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, let's go. Try and slowly stand up because someone of my size suddenly getting up is a seismic event.
Everything rattles.
That Thalen will see this kind of discomfort Hunter's going through and look over at the bar and go, "Hey, barkeep, maybe you should build a little bit of bigger furniture for bigger guests."
Yeah, maybe you should pay for it.
I mean, I thought we did with the room rent and food and alcohol.
Like that barely covers my wages.
Oh, well, maybe next time.
Mm-hmm. She kind of eyes you as you walk out. So when you head out, everyone's going to the town hall, right? As soon as you head out, the first thing you might notice collectively is that the clouds, I guess, as time has progressed throughout the night, have completely dissipated, and so you've got like a very clear, starry night, and you can also see the aurora, these ribbons of emerald green and like salmon pink, just kind of like hanging in the sky. So there might have been some credence to the whole, the clouds part, and no more snow or whatever, but could be also a coincidence. As you head to town hall, you see that they've kind of covered the cube or the icicle on like a beige tarp, and they're kind of in the process of moving it. So there's a couple of people there. They've got like a long cart and a couple of axe beaks. I don't know if anyone here knows what an axe beak is, but I will show you because they're cool big birds.
As a player, I know. As a character, probably not.
They're basically chocobos, but with an X on the face.
Yeah, they're kind of scary actually.
They are large too, which I was surprised to see.
Let's take a look. Yeah, so these guys, there's a couple of them that you can imagine are going to be pulling this giant sled for this icicle. But yeah, so you see that, and at the front of town hall, there's a pair of guards just standing there, just having a little chit chat. As soon as you kind of come within their vicinity, they both stand up straight and look at you and say, "What business do you have here?"
We are actually hoping to speak to the priest and give our regards since we just entered town. We're not sure your customs, and we wanted to give the head of state, per se, the knowledge that we're in town.
The other one speaks up and he says, "You're from out of town, correct?"
Yes.
Um, well, these matters don't really pertain to you. Besides, they're busy now, and they usually don't take, or they don't entertain company from outsiders.
I don't
It's a
know.
strange circumstance.
They kind of look at each other. Well, that's the way it is.
That they don't entertain anybody from outside of their own town.
He says, "Yep."
What about those seeking information?
What information do you need?
Trying to learn about the area, trying to learn other things?
So he kind of like, he's like, "Well, I don't, I don't think you know, what kind of town this is, but it's not for you, or it's not for people that need to learn anything about the North. All you people do is come here and ruin everything. Uh, Adventurers like you're all the same."
Well, I'm
Ah,
thinking that's what we're trying to stop is causing problems. So we were hoping to speak to the priest so that he can give us any knowledge we need to know so that we don't step on anyone's toes.
Well, like I said, they're busy. So unless you've got a good excuse to talk to them,
Well, we are actually employed to find the people involved with a string of murders that were happening in town.
kind of
So we were,
both look at each other and like, "What do you know about that?"
not too much. That's why we're hoping to speak to the priest to get as much information as possible.
We've already got people on it.
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
your person retired us to do it.
Hmm.
By the name of Lynn?
Glenn. Like, you know Lynn? Like, no, not that I know.
Hmm.
You sure you don't know anyone named Lynn?
Hmm. Like, nope.
Brown, braided hair, short, like me.
Like, I don't think I know a lot of short people.
Interesting.
Well, we know at least a pattern, how the killer is, and how the killer actually kills his victims.
Hmm. Okay. He's like, and how's that?
I mean, it's need to know information. That's why we're hoping to speak to someone a little bit more important.
It's like, I see what you're doing. It's not going to work. Like I said, we've got people on it, and they're not just a bunch of adventurers.
Vet's kind of sidling up to Thalen and just giving him a little tap gently.
Thalen will just lean his head towards Vet's direction.
Perhaps we should ask where they're based or where their chief is based. These are probably just not intelligent guards.
I turn to Vet. So you want me to ask for their supervisor?
Just, I suppose, I'm not good at it. You could do the words. Just somebody where their main station is.
Can we get some directions at least to the main guard station so we can speak to your superior so we can actually link up with someone?
Let me actually look this up because I think there is a name for this guy. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Here we go. It would say the sheriff isn't free right now. He's usually here at town hall, but like I said, they're all busy. They're having a meeting right now, and I'm pretty sure they don't want to talk to the likes of you.
Well, you're quite rude.
He's like, I just don't like when people are nosy, especially people that have no business here.
Well, we're
Oh,
not trying to
yes.
be nosy.
Who wouldn't want people asking questions about them sacrificing people in the middle of town, and then when they ask questions about it, shooing them away?
If you don't like what's happening here, you can always head back down south where they don't sacrifice people.
Is there a shaman that lives in this area?
You can see at this point he's just kind of like visibly frustrated. He kind of just like throws his arms up a little bit. And he's like, "No, I don't know any shamans. Okay."
Typical.
And you kind of hear him like mutter under his breath, "I don't get paid enough for this."
No, you don't. Do you know who does get paid for this?
Who?
Those inside.
Well, yeah, of course they run the whole town.
Yes. So why don't you allow us to stop bothering you?
I've got very specific instructions not to let anyone bother them right now. Everyone gets worked up into a frenzy right after these things happen, and then you give it a week or two and nobody cares.
When will they be done with their meeting?
Kind of like taps his foot, and he's like, couple hours from now. But, I don't expect them to stick around that late anyway. They're probably just going to go, home.
So we can just wait here.
Just wait here. Well, they're gonna come out, so.
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right.
He's like, damn.
So I guess we loiter around the town hall for 2 hours.
Kicking cans, spitting.
So,
yeah. Dallin will post up on like a curb or something, and not that they probably have curbs, but something similar to a curb.
Yeah.
Pull out his lute and just start badly playing music as close to the guards as possible.
Sure. I think you'd get like some stairs, but they're not really gonna bother you about it.
I'll add some pretty lights with prestidigitation.
What are you prestidigitating?
Just little sparkly glitter lights.
Okay.
Around that one.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so I guess if you're gonna wait here for a little bit, eventually, I would say a little bit longer than they said, you hear the double doors open, and you recognize the person at the door in that blue robe with a white trim as being the town speaker, the first person that spoke before they encased Michael in ice. And I think I have a photo or picture or whatever art of her. Let me see if I do. Here she is. And she's saying goodnight. She's talking to the other guards. And she's got like a pair of guards that follow her. Behind her are two other people, a dark-skinned man, middle-aged. You see when the others speak to him, the guards speak to him, it's almost done so subserviently. So maybe it's a supervisor of some kind. When he walks, nobody follows him. It's just him. And then behind him is someone else, same robe, except it's all white. Can't see the face, and doesn't speak to anybody. The guards don't talk to him. He just kind of is walking behind these people, and they're all kind of gonna go their separate ways, I suppose.
Hunter will sort of approach them and just be like, hail.
Who are you hailing? Is it
The whole group of them. In their general direction.
So I guess they will all look at you because they've got enough space between them. They're not all balled together, but they all hear your hail. And the first person that would look your way is Duvessa Shane, the town speaker. And then the other two guards kind of move to the front. And she kind of like puts her hand up, like it's okay. Yes, how can I help you?
Yes, we were looking for some information. We're new to town, and your extremely rude guards told us that we weren't allowed to talk to anybody.
Well, I guess I apologize if they were a bit forward, but these days, people can get very worked up in emotion over the lotteries, so they have a job to do, as I'm sure you understand.
Yes, they do require some social skills, but their point was made.
She laughs. She's like, don't we all?
As I said, we're fresh, new to town. We have been hired to find a killer.
You must be referring to the string of murders throughout 10 towns. We've got people on it. Good people.
As your guards have said. We're also on the job, so we're wondering if you had any information that we could get.
Are you on some kind of private contract?
Yes.
Well, I'm afraid I can't help you with that.
Why would that be?
We have had to keep information within our ranks. Makes things safer for everybody that way.
We were actually hoping to trade information, see if we have any information that you do not.
Don't take any offense to this, but I seriously doubt you have anything that could be worth to us.
Sort of looks across the town. Like a indifferent.
Yeah, Dallin just deeply sighs. Well, is there anything you could tell us about town that we should know so we don't step on anyone's toes?
Absolutely.
Any customs we should be aware of?
She kind of like leans in close. She's like, don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. And she like starts to walk off.
Thalen raises his hand and thinks about casting a spell, and Amara probably recognizes that he's getting ready to cast Dissonant Whisper on her, and he's like, "Oh!" and then he stops.
No. Maybe I'll just prestidigitation her shoe so it smells like she stepped in dog shit or something.
Perfect.
Do you want to do it stealthily or just like do it?
Just wave of my hand.
Okay.
She's walking away.
Let me see if she would notice right away. For the others, you would see the sheriff still talking with the guards. And when you look back, like the priest is completely gone, like he just disappeared.
No.
Was that the guy in white?
Yeah, like he was there and then he was not.
Hmm.
Can you see if you can find out which direction the priest went?
Who, me?
Vet.
I suppose. Yeah, okay. I'll try and track them down. Just, I'll meet back at the tavern, I suppose, or back here.
I'll come with you.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Just stay in the area here. We'll be right
Is
back.
there anyone nearby still?
Yeah. All the guards kind of came out of the building.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask a guard briefly. When does this place open back up?
He's like, open? What do you mean open?
Well, I'm assuming everyone's going home for some sleep now. So when do people return?
He said, sorry, I just joined. I totally misunderstood your question. That's tomorrow morning, and he's like remembering. He's like, I think it's 8 in the morning.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm good now. I'm writing notes in my book again.
So yeah, Vet's gonna try and track down the priest.
Okay. Give me your choice: perception or investigation.
I will perceive.
With my
Can
eyes.
I also perceive?
Yes, I'll give you either perceive or investigate. Very nice.
Ooh, baby.
Vet, you don't see anything. All you see is like the white, I guess. Everything kind of blends in. Thalon, though, you can see maybe now why he's wearing white. It makes him very difficult to spot as he's kind of moving around. And he's actually made like a lot of progress. He's like halfway across that town center. I believe he'd be walking in. Probably. Where is it? Oh, okay. He'd probably be heading this way. Like not toward like the Northlick, but in that general direction.
So we're just on the other side of the town hall or the main area there. So
Yeah.
I guess I'll turn and I'll shout to the rest of the group, "Hey guys, over here! He went this way," and then start heading that way.
Very obvious.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to like catch up to him, it's easy work. He's walking pretty slow.
I'm gonna try and not be noticed by him.
Mm-hmm. I think as soon as you like, maybe within like 30 feet, which is I would say, yeah, like 30 feet. You kind of say it loudly. Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, Your Grace. Yeah, I'm
Not
sure
not
how to.
Grace. I am
No, I'm not sure how to
just
pronounce.
just a priest.
We actually were hoping that you could. We're more curious about the customs here. We a couple of us seen the uh, lottery happen, and we're not trying to stop it or get in your guys' way. We're wondering why.
He continues to have the conversation. I'm sure you're just kind of like next to him. He
Yeah.
never really looks at you. He's just kind of like looking down and forward a little bit. Everyone always wants to know why custom. I don't have an answer. This is just the way that it was set by the Council of Speakers.
Do you at least know what it affects? Is it what changed the weather? Because it was cloudy.
I'm going to assume you've not spent a lot of time here in Icewind, correct?
Just arrived.
Well, as you may have noticed there is no sunlight. It's been this way for 2 years. We do sacrifice, and there is less snow, less blizzard, more people happy. Does that make sense?
I mean, that makes as much sense as anything else would.
Good, good. Now, is there anything else I can answer for you?
Talon looks at the party.
You said this was brought down by the Council of Speakers, was it?
He kind of thinks about it. He's like, yes, the last council of speakers, not the current one. Current one is just following in the footsteps, as you say.
So the council has changed in the last 2 years, or
Yes, quite a bit. Many of them died.
doesn't sound like it's working then. If the council set in motion something that they then died to.
Oh, it's working. I remember what it was like 2 years ago.
What was it like?
Perpetual blizzard, starvation, famine, sickness. Now only one person dies.
And is it just here that this happens?
No, there's other towns where this happens as well.
So now, how many? This is no area is known as the 10 towns. Does that mean 10 people per month die from this?
No. As you can imagine, it is probably not a good idea to sacrifice when you don't have a big population. Only big towns do sacrifice.
I mean, if you think the sacrificing is working, why didn't you just increase the amount and see what happened?
He kind of thinks about it. He's like, that is a good idea. We might have to try that sometime.
What are you doing?
I'm just thinking out loud.
Kind of like writes it down.
Giving bad ideas.
Talon slaps Hunter on the arm.
What?
Are there any shamans that live in or around the area? Do you know of?
No shaman. Only Oriel is god now. Any other god has been outlawed. No worship for that god. Only Oriel.
Okay then. I just kind of back away.
There's no worship of any gods other than this.
And not unless you want your head on spike.
Oh.
Interesting.
Do you know anything about this string of murders that's been happening recently? We've been hired.
Yes, I've heard there has been some murders here in Brinchander and other towns, but not my concern. That's something for the town guard.
Makes sense. What is your name, Sir Priest?
You can call me Hajer.
Hajera?
Correct.
And so does that mean that you're a priest of Oral?
I am now. I kind of sighs a little bit.
What was your previous inclination?
Such a conversation would be very, very dangerous. He kind of like looks around like at the rooftops.
I'll follow his gaze.
Yeah, I'm also going to look at the rooftops.
Yeah, so I think everyone probably does the same thing.
Yeah.
Renshire has ninjas, just found out.
Do you have any pamphlets or any tomes of any sort for that has information of your new god?
Yes, of course, I've got books on subject, but some are at home, some back at town hall.
Do you think we can come by the town hall tomorrow and take a look at some of them?
He would stop a little bit and then continue walking. He's like, okay, but you can't take anything.
Okay. That works for me.
I don't think you'll have a problem with that.
Ooh.
It's getting kind of chilly out here, isn't it?
Oh, yes, we should probably let you be underway. You've been most helpful and actually the friendliest person we came across that wasn't almost immediately turned to ice.
He says absolutely nothing and he just keeps walking.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Yep. You just see him kind of walk off into the distance.
Once he's far enough away, Thalin goes, God, that was weird.
What was?
His all staring up into space?
He seemed to imply that there was people watching for other religions.
Thalin will look around to see if anyone followed them after the town hall incident.
Give me a perception check.
Nope.
One and done on the perception.
No, it's a clear night. You don't see anything. It's almost silly for you to look up, right? You feel like, of course not. But you get this weird sense, like your hair is standing, like you're being watched almost.
I don't see anyone, but
I
I
feel
don't
like
like
to retreat.
I don't like the feeling that I'm getting right now, so let's hurry back to the inn. And he starts shuffling off quickly towards
Yeah,
North.
my hands are cold.
But, understandable. I suppose we should probably head back to the North Look.
Mm-hmm.
On the way, you'll sort of chat to the rest of the party and say, "How did your quest for library go?"
I found a bookstore.
Does that count as a library?
Not typically, but we shall see.
Did you find anything you wanted?
Haven't decided yet.
Oh, okay.
I figure if we come back to town hall tomorrow, we can figure out a little bit of information about the sacrifices and try and learn about this god of theirs.
Hey, Sadie, you're quieter than normal.
Yes,
What'd you come to town for?
Out of character, I've only been awake for like an hour, so I'm trying to concentrate on not falling asleep during this.
That's why I'm interacting with you.
So you went.
Sadi, I am sorry. What was your question?
Okay.
Thalin asked what she's doing in town. Like, why'd she come to Icewind Dale? If she wants to share.
That is actually something I need to clarify with the DM as far as like locations of pieces of the background. But the long and the short of it is, Sadie is trying to make good on a promise to someone she knew to return ashes to their hometown.
Oh, so it's a family quest.
Yes.
Good
Yes,
reason
very
as
much
any
so.
to be here.
That's interesting. Is anyone getting feedback from my end at all?
A little bit.
I'm
You're
getting a
right,
little
huh?
hum.
I don't know why it's doing it, but okay.
It's only when you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we're not getting feedback when we talk. If that's what you.
Yes, I noticed that my end keeps lighting up. I have no idea why.
Not sure.
I
Uh,
don't know.
what about
I'm
you, Vet?
Okay.
And he just kind of looks around suspiciously up at the roofs. Maybe if we find ourselves outside of this town, I'll tell you.
Ooh, secrets. I like secrets.
It's not. No, it's not. No, it's not a secret. It's just uh, something that's sensitive. It's quite clearly a secret.
Yeah. Thalen looks at Hunter, goes, "It's about a girl, I bet."
Oh.
Mm. Always seems to be with the smaller folk.
I am very small.
Oh.
I only
What
just
about you?
realized. I'm 5'2", so when you say
Oh,
that to me,
you are
Hunter, you have
short.
to crane your head down.
I'm almost a foot taller than you. That means Hunter's almost 2 feet taller than you.
Almost 3 feet taller.
Almost 3 feet taller.
I'm like half your size.
I know why Amara's in town. What about you, Hunter?
It's gonna take a cue from Vet and look around as if it's something he's supposed to do. And go, quest for stone.
Y'all are so mysterious.
No, I'm literally looking for stone.
Oh, like a rock?
So specifically runes.
Oh, okay. What are runes?
What are runes? The source of all magic in life.
Like, are we talking about like just like normal like wizards, like magic writing?
No, that's petty levels compared to what
Okay.
these are.
Okay.
I'm
So
talking
you're
about runes of the source, the beginning of all.
oh,
Are we still standing there?
or
No,
walking.
we're walking to the Northwood.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
No, we're just in the middle of town, just talking at midnight.
What is that? It's like 4 p.m., right?
I don't know what time it is.
Oh, okay. I'm taking notes, by the way, while I'm walking.
She's why I ask people questions.
God. Hmm. Yeah. They're up here somewhere. I know that. At least some of them are. I already have some with me, but still trying to figure out.
I don't know much about old magic. I just know a little bit of the magic that my father taught me, but maybe we can keep an eye out.
It'll be pretty obvious when we come across them, I think. In the meantime, we should probably. I
Who
would
wants
say
a beer?
rest up, but yeah. I'm gonna get charged more. I can just tell.
I just randomly shake my head after looking in one direction.
Thalen will kind of swiftly push open the door to the inn, and he'll go, "A round for us," as we walk in the table, or as we walk into the bar.
You've got it. Yeah, y'all bust in there. Yeah, so you come in. It's kind of late-ish, I guess. Still a lot of people drinking in here, but yeah. So if you come in, you're getting your ale. It'll be served up right away, and I think this is a good spot to take a little 10-minute break, and then we'll be back at 25.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get arrested. That's a win.
They didn't get killed.
And
Surprised
that.
with the way those guards were being.
Yeah.
If I was any other character but Thalon, I probably would have casted magic on them. But
I made her shoes smell like dog poo.
you did, and I love it.
She was mean. That
She
one.
was.
She deserved the dog poo too.
She
She's
deserved
why the
dissonant.
guards act the way they do.
She deserved to be dissonant whispered, but
Did the,
That would have gotten us in trouble.
it
did the
would have.
guard captain guy talk to us at all?
No.
No.
I think the smell only lasts for an hour anyway, so it had dissipated. So no harm, no.
I didn't figure the guard captain was worth talking to because I figured he'd have the same answer of "Go away, it's our business."
No, I'm just surprised that he didn't say a thing. He just sort of looked, saw that the townspeople was dealing with us, and just sort of walked off. I suppose.
Maybe because he knows the town speaker can take care of herself.
Yeah,
Yep.
plus she had like 4 guards.
I more meant verbally in
Ah,
a
yeah.
conversation.
I'm scared of her. in character and a little bit out of character.
Out of character, I want to punch her in the throat.
Don't punch!
Markham South though reminds me of someone I've actually. I don't know if it was an actor or if it's someone I actually know in real life. But it
Who,
looks
what?
a lot like someone I've
The
seen.
sheriff.
Uh
Oh,
huh.
the sheriff. There's an actor that kind of looks like him, and I can't think of his name.
So
But
it's
I'm
not.
not. I'm not gonna sit here and Google black actors because it's not gonna happen.
I feel like I
I-
do know.
Especially with the facial hair as well. I feel like I've seen something similar to that before.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's just me. Yay! I'm not imagining things.
He kind of reminds me of there's an actor that I've seen in a bunch of different movies, but I think the role that I most remember him from, or I saw him most recently in, is the guy that I don't know if you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy or Avengers: Infinity War.
It's
There's like
Jimon Honsu.
the guy that ambushes Quinn when he's trying to take the stone from that one world.
Yeah, it's Jimon Honsu. That's what that's.
I don't know why.
Oh,
I
was
think
gonna
of the.
say, go on.
I think the guy that plays Heimdall on Thor. That's who I
Ah.
thought of at first.
This is who we're all thinking of.
Yeah.
And he
That's
was
that's
in
the guy.
White Diamond before.
No.
No? Oh, he looks
No.
just like him.
No.
Like, got the same hair and everything.
Salt and
Almost.
pepper, yeah.
But his face is not the right shape.
He's smiling there though. If we get one of him
Aw.
scowling, I think it would be closer.
The sheriff guy isn't scowling, is he? He's just kind of
Nope, not what I wanted
listening.
to do.
Just not smiling, I suppose.
He's listening to
Like
something.
this. That's too.
That's from Avengers, right? Or Guardians of the Galaxy? I don't know.
I don't know.
That guy, that's who I
He
was
does
thinking
not
of.
look like
He
Heimdall
just
at
look
all.
like Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think it's just
I
the
feel like
nose.
I've seen someone in an action movie or a cop movie or something.
I'm sure he's been in a bunch of stuff, that guy.
His skin's in too good condition though. It looks
Yeah, but
he's
you
not
need to
pimply enough.
really age Jimon Honsu for it to be close. Too much of a happy guy. There's not enough pictures of him scowling.
Be better.
Mm.
Oh my god. That's not it. Close. This is like trying to find character art.
Just less important.
Just scouring through Google Images trying to find the one image that looks right.
Ooh. No. I almost said Tyler or Terry Crews, but no, because Terry Crews has a rounder face. That's not the right person.
I freaking love Terry Crews. Guy's fantastic.
I know, right?
But yeah, I remember Jimon Hansu from Gladiator, mainly, because he was the other, like the guy who like fought next to him in the Gladiator pits. Such a good movie.
It's been ages since I've seen it, but yeah, I can sort of remember that.
One of my favorite movies. So good.
Wait, Michael Duncan said what? Like years ago?
Wait, do you mean Michael Clark Duncan?
Yeah, I didn't even know
Yeah.
that.
He's been dead for a long time.
I did not know that.
Like 8 years.
Yeah, like I did not know that.
What
Yeah,
happened?
no.
What?
Michael Clark Duncan, the guy who was in like the Green Mile and Armageddon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he died like 8 years ago, and that's shit. Like just find it out.
Oh.
It's like, oh my god.
I don't watch movies much anymore.
I still get upset when I remember that Robin Williams is dead.
As long as Betty
Yeah.
White's still alive, I'm okay.
She made it through this year again.
Yes, she did.
She made it through the year of hell.
She's like the queen. Probably never gonna die.
I hope so. I seen you posted in our other D&D chat that picture.
Ooh. His chin's not right, but Idris Elba?
That's what I told you. But everyone else said no.
Nah.
A little bit. It's just his chin that's not right. Ooh. Maybe Danny Glover.
No.
Danny Glover, yeah. If you take away his hair and you like get rid of
So-
a few of his wrinkles.
So
Yeah, and what else?
Maybe pump his top lip just a little bit. Done.
your argument has already failed.
If you change all these major features, it looks just like him.
If you change his face to look exactly like this guy, he's the exact same.
Oh my god. There's definitely someone that looks just like him.
I'll be back.
Maybe we can't find someone who looks exactly like him because he's a mix of like two or three different people.
Do that we? I downloaded a picture by accident.
Well, there we go. A plus to whoever's the artist for this guy. They're very original, very good work.
All I can say is ...
Cherry picked a couple of people's faces.
And I think we're back, right?
Was
yeah.
biped. They took someone's nose.
Not quite yet. I am putting presents on a chair for David from his ex-girlfriend, which is really awkward.
What?
Okay.
One
Okay.
of us understood that.
Hopefully
Alrighty.
none of them are gonna explode.
Hope not.
Get lost in the bin.
Alrighty, so you're in the tavern, or you're in the inn. You're having your drinks for those that did drink. And if you're not, you're drinking some, I don't know, cider or something.
Lukewarm war.
Yeah.
I can make it taste good.
Sure.
Is that bounty hunter woman still kicking about the tavern?
You don't see her at the moment, no.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Gonna do
Talon,
a
Tal-
tavern
Tal-
check.
Talon's gonna get out his lute and just start playing like a happy song. Try to pick everybody else's mood up.
Okay.
Do you want some sparkling lights?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Well, do we have any other points of interest we should go for tomorrow? Because as it stands, none of the guards are really going to give us any information.
We can go to the town hall tomorrow. Get some research done.
Could sneak into the town hall tonight and get what information they know about the murders.
That sounds like a really bad idea.
I am not really built for sneaking.
And while we're talking about this, I am attempting to thread a spool of black thread through my newly bought needle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you bought a needle.
We don't really know much about these murders other than the victims came from 3 towns.
Which towns?
All 3 of the big towns that sacrificed to the Frostmaiden. So all the ones that actually do the sacrifices to Oral.
And
And then we
Okay.
know that Howie's been killing. The person's good with a blade, clean cuts, and all that. Not a lot of blood. And they're all killed in the same way.
And I suppose we. Do we know when the last one was? And what was there 3? Or how many was there?
She didn't say. She really didn't give us a lot of information to go on.
There's at least 1 per town.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's the same person as someone who travels.
And the most recent one happened here.
And do we know who that was?
She did not give a name. So I was hoping the town hall would help.
Is there any other sort of people in the bar that are on their own?
Yeah, there'd be a couple of people that are just kind of sitting, sipping on their ale alone. So you've got a couple of people to choose from.
Could probably do with asking the townsfolk if they're more willing or less aggressive on their defenses.
Do we want to split up and tackle these people separately?
Most likely they're not going to want to talk to me.
Oh, that's true. You're, Well, no, I don't know. Some people find very large people amusing. I've seen it.
Could work.
Just try one of them. If it goes bad, I'll take over.
Okay, I will find the smallest person I can find that's an adult drinking.
Okay, and you said you're looking for anybody, just like someone that's drinking alone?
Yes.
Sure. So just like very close to you on the bar, there's one person who's just sipping his ale. Looks to be about, I would say, mid-30s, black hair, short. He's a little bit like dusty, dirty, like he's been working real hard all day, and he's come here for a relaxing drink, I guess.
I'll just saddle up next to him in the chair without asking.
Kind of just gives you like a quick look, and then just looks forward again.
Long day?
You can say that.
Did you see the thing earlier?
Of course I did.
Anyone you knew?
Nope. But, next time it might be me.
True. True. Have you heard of those people getting out of it?
People getting out of the lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been some rumors that you can pay your way out, but for us working folk, probably can't afford it anyway.
Hmm. Heard anything about the murders?
Yeah, I think I heard something about that a couple of weeks back, but with so much going on, it's hard to keep track of the next thing.
You know who it was?
No, I don't think I do. I just some poor bloke, a logger, I think.
Hmm. Well. Have fun. Good.
That just raises his glass a little bit.
He's gonna very awkwardly stand up and go back to the table.
How'd it go?
Not well.
Oh. Well, you tried.
I'm not great at one-to-one conversations. He didn't know who it was.
Talon's gonna look around and see if he sees anybody that's at a table, maybe like gossiping, like 3 or 4 people.
Okay. You would find one. There's a table with a couple gentlemen sitting. They're not laughing or having like a great time or anything, but they're kind of just talking back and forth.
Talon will get up, go to the bar, and ask the barkeep for 4 drinks, or 5, one for himself and one for each of the other guys, and
Okay.
he'll just take the tray from her and walk over.
Okay.
And go, guys, I wanted to buy y'all a drink for the horrible evening we've all had.
They're kind of like eye you suspiciously. They're like, thanks, I guess.
Kind of hoping, I'm new in town. I was kind of hoping you wanted to share some information or that's been happening around town. We're trying to stop those murders that have been happening. Me and my friends, and I'll point over to the oddly shaped group of people.
There's one probably younger guy in his 20s. That's kind of speaking for the group, and he says, "Why do you care?"
We've been hired to actually stop the murders, and any information we can get will step us in that direction.
Oh, how much are they paying you?
We didn't really speak about prices.
So you took a job and no one's paying you?
Yeah, we're good Samaritans that way.
Oh no, I don't believe that for a second.
All right, we're getting paid 50 gold.
50 gold.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. I could probably move out of here with 50 gold.
Yeah, you probably could. Can you stop the murders?
He kind of scratches his head. It's like between all of us, maybe.
Well, how about this? Give me whatever information you guys have about what's happened recently, names maybe of who was recently murdered. Maybe I can help you on your trip out of here.
He says, "Well, I don't think we're gonna find the guy, but the person from, I think it was, he kind of like talks to the other guys. Is like, what was his name? It's a big fella, with a beard. And then one of them says the name. You mean Kwa? He's like, no, the other one. And he says, oh, that's right. It was Moscow. Moscow. It was a logger, like like a lot of us are.
And he lived in town here?
Yeah. Lived here his whole life, I reckon.
Do you know whereabouts in town he lived?
I think he lived next to the old church. And they kind of like talk, like looking at the other guys. They're like, yeah, I think so.
And which side of town is the old church at?
South. It's kind of close to town hall. Big old churchy looking building. But no one's in it. No one uses it. And then, I really don't know how to describe it. And he's like looking at the other guys. It's like, yeah, I didn't really go over there. But somewhere around there.
All right. What are some of the rumors about who might be doing it or reasons why?
Hell if I know, buddy. He takes like a long swig of his ale. I don't know why anyone would kill, um, you know, people here. We already got the lottery. Um, maybe they're personal vendettas. Maybe it's for money. Maybe it's the mob. And they all kind of whisper like the mob.
The mob.
Moscow being a logger doesn't seem like he's in the position to have a lot of enemies. So, you know,
Oh,
anybody that might want to murder a logger?
anybody can make enemies if you say the right thing, or should I say the wrong
Oh, that's
thing?
true. That's true. Or if you make someone's boots smell like dog shit, and he'll look over at Amara.
What's that?
No, nothing. So, you know what? Actually, I think you guys actually helped us out with a lot of information. And he'll take his cup. He hadn't drinking out of any of it, and he goes, "You guys can fight over this last one," and he'll walk away.
It's like, I'll play for it. And they're like, oh, I'm ready for it.
And then I'll go back to the group.
Hmm.
So I got a name.
Oh, way better than I did.
Only slightly. You did real good. His name was Moscow. Apparently he was just a logger. He apparently lives on like south-ish side of town, near an old church. Apparently there's an old church just south of the town hall. Looks churchy, they said. That's the only description I got. So, and apparently no one lives there or like works there or anything. The building's not used at all, so it might be a place to check out as well. That's where I would hide if I was scum of the earth, murdering people. Someplace nobody ever goes anymore.
But if this was, that doesn't make sense. This was where the guy lived. The Moscow.
Moscow lives next to the church.
Oh,
Yeah,
and no one lives in. Okay,
and no
I
one
thought you
ever goes
said.
to the old church anymore.
Oh,
So
well,
maybe
we're-
we can go check out Moscow's house or just the old church. Because, like I said, if I was a scum of the earth murdering people, I would go places no one really goes anymore.
There is a small problem with going to the church. If it's illegal to worship other gods here, then who's to say they're not going to assume that we are?
I mean, we could go in the cover of darkness.
Everything's under the cover of darkness with you, but that is a good idea.
See?
it's very hard for me to hide. But the good thing is that it's very dark in this town, and in this general area.
And we all don't have to go in. If we don't want to. I mean, and we could just go during the day. We don't know if the church is even locked. Could just walk right in during the day. We don't know.
Well, we
Really?
still have.
I was just saying that I agree with Amara. We shouldn't be seen going there.
Could give
True.
people the wrong impression.
Oh, this is true.
Yes, we must not let anyone know that we worship not Oral, the god that wants sacrifices.
The one that we all currently worship.
Yes, totally.
Sadi gives a look of confusion.
We're openly lying.
Ah,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Praise Oral. Yeah, I think it's a decent enough plan. It's also in the same area as the town hall, so we could do it tomorrow. It's the same darkness all through the day, so
Is
we
it?
could.
I
I
mean,
think
it's brighter during the day at least a little. It's
is
gray,
it?
but I would
Didn't think
assume.
it changed the whole day.
Did the light amount change at all during the day?
Not at all.
No? Okay, cool. Well, it'd probably be better to go when nobody's around
Mm-hmm.
then. Which it seems everyone went home. Was everyone pretty much going home by the time we were heading back to the inn?
Yeah, yeah, you can tell like the
Crowd's thinning.
general mood was like, let's just go home.
If everyone's in their homes right now, should we go now?
We can go for a stroll.
Well, if we take a look around this tavern, we can see when people go back to their homes.
Have a point. If these guys go home, you definitely know everybody else is home.
Or everyone else is about to wake up?
Or that.
Yeah, I think we should, if we sort of sit around here for an hour or two, wait until most of the people who are around here head home, just go out with them and check out this church.
Sounds like a
Plain
plan.
as any.
I need to find a way to make my armor clink less than it does.
Off.
I could, but what if we get into a scuffle?
Got in a scuffle with that Yeti and you didn't have any armor on. You did just fine.
True. It won't help that much. It's a -1 with either straight roll or disadvantage. So I think it's probably fine. Armor on.
I'd say if we get into a scuffle here, it may be best to run away from who we're scuffling with. In towns, people have friends and they can call out for their friends.
This is true.
Well, we also might come across the murderer. And I'd rather have this on against someone who has been killing people with such efficiency. Might prevent my immediate death. Yeah, I think that's a plan. Is everyone okay with that? Sadie,
Yeah.
do you mind us going? Or are you going with us to go check out a church? Sadie?
Sadie?
It's Sadie.
Sadie, wake up.
I think he's muted, I think.
I think yeah, he's muted. He's muted.
I assume that was a yes.
If not,
I
you're
have
coming
fallen
with us
asleep.
anyway.
Yep. Yeah, I think we'll sit about waiting on the most of the tavern people.
Sure.
leaving.
Okay. So yeah, some time passes. People get more and more inebriated as the night goes on, and eventually, yeah, most of them, I would say, like a good 70, 80-ish% of the people here head out for the night. And a bit of like quiet descends on the inn. The stragglers here are like, some of them are like passed out on their table in front of them.
Perfect. Yeah, let's make our way out then.
Perfect.
Try and as nonchalantly as we can.
And you're
Scroll.
heading to the place, the general direction that you think
Yeah.
this person lived. Okay.
South end of town, south of the town hall, some sort of old churchy looking building.
Alrighty. So you make your way through town. There's nobody really out here, except the couple of guards, maybe, and even them. There's not too many of them. And eventually, yeah, you make your way past the town hall, looking for a churchy building, was the description, and you do find it. It's been kind of like boarded up. It's dilapidated. The windows are like broken in.
Sort of glance over through the streets to make sure there's no guards immediately watching us.
Nope, not at all.
Well, as good a chance as any. Should we check out the church first, or look for this building where he used to live?
We at least know where the church is, so let's just check here first, I guess.
Okay. Is it fenced off or gated?
No, it hasn't been like fenced off. Just kind of like boarded up. Like at the front double doors have been boarded up in that kind of classic X. You know.
You said the windows are broken out, though, right?
Yeah, they're broken out.
Are they high up, or can we? Are they level where one of us can reach them?
Again, because you've got like so much difference in height. I would say, they're about like 5 feet off the ground.
Okay, cool.
Ah.
So that's tall for
So
some
most
of you.
us can reach.
Tall for not some of you.
Okay, so
Do you want to lift
So-
in?
yeah, might as well lift me in.
Mind lifting me as well?
No, I'm
Please?
just
Oh.
gonna send. I'm just gonna send one person, and then nobody else gets in.
Okay, I sent Talon.
Yeah, how about I go first and I'll shout to see if it's make sure it's okay.
I'll try and pick up Thalen and toss him through the window.
Do you go upsy daisy?
Oopsie. It's a good. Yeah, it's like half my height. The window, so she.
I mean, I can see in without you lifting me, so you just gotta put your hand down and scoop me up a little.
Alley-oop.
And Thalen will crawl through the window at the church.
So you're the first one in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're the first one in, and you can see, yeah. So basically, this whole place is kind of ransacked at some point. The pews have been like upturned. All the windows are smashed in. The altar was broken. It's just a complete mess inside.
It's unfortunate.
How does it look?
Destroyed. Thalen's gonna look around, see if he sees anybody, any movement.
Okay. No movement.
Well, seems all clear. Go ahead and lift the next person in.
Who wants to go next?
Mind laying me in,
Sure.
please?
Yep.
Thank you. Talon, catch me.
Vet, do you want to go next?
I think that it may be a good idea if I patrol outside in case our quarry tries to flee.
Good idea. Sadie, do you want to come inside or stay outside?
Sorry. Sadi would probably offer to. Sorry, 1 second. She would offer to stay outside with Vet and help with the patrol.
No. Should I stay in or should I go in or stay out?
Amara and I have this if you want to stay outside, Hunter. It's up to you.
I could try and quietly take the planks off the front door.
I don't think that'll be very quiet. Because then you gotta put them back.
I'll wait near the window and try and
Alrighty.
I'll kind of crouch down. I'll stay on the outside for now. But I think I could probably, if I ran at the window, I could probably jump through it.
I
Oh,
mean,
boy.
I could try to help you up. It's only 5
No, I
feet
mean-
up. You could probably just lift yourself in.
In an emergency, I mean, I could
Oh.
make my way in.
Yeah, just go through the wall.
So I'm assuming
Through
it's
the
pretty
wall.
dark in here,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm just gonna grab one of my. I don't know if that's a good idea. Wait, do I have any of those?
Are you having trouble seeing?
A little bit.
Or don't
Here.
you have light magic?
Please don't use that. It's very bright. He's gonna reach into his backpack and sort of swing it around. Gonna take out a small candle that he's got that he uses for reading, and pass it through.
Ooh, thank you. Prestidigitation.
It's like a tiny 5-foot light, so it's just enough to be able to look around.
Candles too.
Yeah.
Okay, Mara, let's just look around for possible trapdoors, signs that somebody lives here, stuff like that.
Okay. I'm going to make my way. Whereabouts in this place am I, by the way?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Whereabouts in is this window that we just jumped through? Exactly. From compared to where like the front door is and like the altar and all that.
I would say it was like near the door, because you kind of came at the door first and kind of looked around. So it was probably the first window you saw to jump in.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna make my way probably up the right side of the room toward the altar, taking a look around.
Perfect. You can give
I'm
me
gonna
your
I'm gonna
choice
stick
of
with her.
perception or investigation, depending on what you want to look for.
I just want to see if I notice anything that shouldn't be here.
So something that's out of place.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, perception or investigation, up to you.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the same as well.
Okay.
All right. Well, when do you want to take?
I'm doing perception. So.
I'll do investigation because both of mine are the same. So.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, investigation. So for the 21 investigation, I guess this would kind of stick out to you like a sore thumb. Near the altar, like where the altar has like been upturned, underneath it, there is a trapdoor.
Hey, Fallon, look at this. And I'm gonna point out the trapdoor.
Sneaky mother, and he doesn't cuss.
Yeah, and it looks like it's been moved a lot. Like the trapdoor has been moved off, on, off, on, off, on.
Does it look like it's been recent?
Yes.
Someone's been in there recently.
They could still be in there. Thalen will go back to the window. Hooter. So we found a trapdoor. Well, Amara found a trapdoor, and someone has used it recently, and may be in there still.
Do you want me to come in?
Might be best.
I'm gonna try and climb through the window.
Okay.
Thalen's trying at the same time. Thalen goes, "Oh wait, I wasn't ready for you to." Okay, never mind, because he was gonna shout for vet, but
Oh boy.
And then once Hooter's all the way through, Thalen will stick his head out the window and go, "Sadi, vet."
Psst.
Hopefully one of them hear him.
I imagine two of them just crouched in a bush, just staying at the window.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'll take the bait. Yes, and he's got goggles on now.
When did you get glasses? Oh, never mind. We'll talk about it later. We found a trapdoor. Oh, sorry. Amara found a trapdoor. Person may still be in there. I don't know if you want to stay outside still, or if you want to come join us. But we're getting ready to go down there.
Hunter's already. Yes. Yes. Sadi, I think that we should go inside. It would probably be safer for us.
I mistakenly thought that it was just me going in. I could climb back out. Help you guys in.
No. Thalen will take his hands and put them out the window to help anybody that's coming into the church.
Okay. Yeah. Vet's gonna take your hands and you can pull him in. He's just tall enough.
Said he's chewing on plant jerky.
Pizza bagels, but close. Yeah,
Where did you get
Sadia.
pizza bagels in Ice one day?
They're a specialty, didn't you know?
Sadi will go in, following Vet's lead.
Alrighty. So everyone's inside now, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You're all inside. Okay. So yeah, you're looking at this trapdoor. You haven't moved the altar, right?
No,
Okay, so it's still there.
but
Um,
I would like to take a look at the altar, please, and see if I can recognize any religious symbols to see who this altar was for.
There's nothing on the altar itself that would give away what this church was used for or who it worshipped.
Okay.
But as you kind of look at the trapdoor and the altar, you do hear like a bump. Maybe like a couple feet beneath the trapdoor.
I'm going to whisper to everyone, guys, I heard something. Hurry.
Pindra's gonna
Sadi walks over.
quietly as he can. He's
I think there's any point in trying to be quiet, Hunter.
take a quick look around the actual trapdoor to see if it looks like how it would open.
To see if if it would open or like how you open it.
How you would open it and whether or not it seems like anything is hinky with it.
Okay. So if you would like to open it, you'd have to just move aside the altar that's like on it, and it is locked with a key. Mm-hmm.
Time for the old tooth.
So hold on a moment. So it's locked from the outside,
Exactly.
as in something's been locked in there.
Mm-hmm.
Should I open it?
Yes.
I don't think we're going to find the murderer down there. I think we'll
No.
probably find the victim.
Yes.
Then hopefully one leads to the other. At the very least. He's going to take his mining pick out of his attachment on his backpack and position it next to the lock,
Mm-hmm.
and then take his sledgehammer and wind it up and then slam into it and try and break the lock.
Okay. I would say it'll work. It's not a very hardy lock or anything. And so you managed to break the lock. Are you just gonna pull it open?
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you pull it open, you see a gray mass just like shoot out of the inside of this room. And it's just like a cat that like darts out and like runs toward the door and like jumps out the window.
Oh,
Good. We rescued a cat.
Are we?
It's so
I'm
cute.
going to go after that cat.
Take me with
Well-
you.
I'm going to start running after the cat.
Guys, it's just a cat.
Wait, is it
Okay,
just a cat? How big is it?
It was like a cute little gray,
I'll stay
Oh,
here.
okay. So it's not some large ethereal cat with shadows sloughing off of it in its wake.
It's just a cute little scared cat.
I'm
Unless
gonna
any
kill
of
the
you can
cat.
speak to animals.
Sadi does have speak with animals.
Does Sadi tell us that?
That cat is long gone.
I'm trying to decide if it's worth going after the cat or not as a player.
I mean, we could wait here. Cats come back to where they're from.
That cat's like halfway down the Sword Coast.
Yeah, I figured it was.
I knew it was special.
I figured it used a couple dash actions to get out of
Cat
there.
cast teleport.
Yeah. Cast dimension door.
Oh boy.
Okay, so is there like a ladder or stairs?
There is
this place?
like a small ladder, like a retractable kind.
How big is the hole?
It's about like 4 feet. It's not like a person
it
is
who-
meant to stand in there.
Is it Hunter size?
Not Hooter shaped, is it?
No, definitely not.
No, I'll sort of peer down and then sort of look at everyone else and just be like, I'll stay up here.
Yeah, a person about
I
like
think-
4 feet would be comfortable in here. Anything above that, you'd have to like squat a little bit, like duck your head.
At the exact same time Hunter said that, Dallin goes, Hunter, I think you should go first.
I don't think I can fit.
I know, it was a joke. I guess I'll go first. And Dallin will go down unless anybody else protests.
I'll go down after you.
Hunter's gonna get up from sort of this correct position, put your stuff away in his backpack, and then start wandering around the. I'm guessing it's pitch black in here.
Yeah, it's really dark.
Okay, he's just gonna wander around the church and try and find basically what Amara was looking for earlier, like what was just the church to before. Like, just gonna spend some time. while he's
Before I go down, is there any other candles in the building, in the room?
In the room, yeah, there'd be some candles scattered about.
Are any of them sitting upright so that they wouldn't like burn down the building?
No, we could probably grab one and set it down somewhere.
Hey, Hunter, grab that candle.
I was just about to.
Okay, well, prestidigitation. There you go. You have a lit candle. I'm going down.
Thank you,
She's
small
real
one.
useful.
The spark to my candle. You just look around, see what. You just look at the church.
Okay, so you just want to like look around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mainly try to figure out who it was dedicated to before it was closed down.
Got it. Anyone like going into the little room?
Dallin goes down.
Okay.
I'm going down as well,
Okay.
provided that I can reach the steps.
If not, you can jump and I will catch you.
Oh no, you can.
Okay.
You can manage your way down just fine.
Vet will creep down afterwards after doing a quick sweep to find like alternative exits from this church just in case.
Mm-hmm. I guess this would be like it definitely poses like a fire hazard because it's just one exit and it's the main door. I mean, the windows can be exits, right?
Okay, so it's just gonna
For
make a
some
note
people.
of the windows and be like, okay, that's how we get out if the guards come to the front door to kill us.
Well, the door was boarded up, so you'd have a lot of time, I think, to get out.
Okay, yep. So, doop. Gonna be after Amara.
Mm-hmm. So, for those that went down, basically what this room is, it runs the length of like the entire building, like underneath the floorboards. It's like a long hall, and it's about 4 feet tall. So you have to squat.
I don't.
Except for some of you. There's a bunch of things in here that I guess at some point would have been used by the church to feed like either themselves or like people. There's like provisions. Some of it has gone bad. There's like a lot of blankets and things of that nature, just things you would need generally for people to live with. There's like utensils. And I guess as you move further toward the back, is where you would see like an old like a bedroll. And there's things in there that don't really match with everything else in here. There's like a small candle. There's some books like personal affects, things of that sort. There's like a little bowl with like food in it, like dried fish maybe, and like a bowl with water, and things like that.
Someone's definitely living down here.
It would appear so. We should also take some of these blankets and sheets with us when we leave.
Why?
I'm trying to learn how to sew.
Just,
Okay.
just make sure none of them have, religious iconography on them.
Yes, that is a good point.
Do we find any writing pages that maybe this person's written on or anything like that?
Yeah, there's a small journal, like a little book, next to the bed.
Dallin snatches it up like it's his sister's diary and starts reading it.
So just like thumbing through it, and just giving it like a cursory glance. Wherever this book belonged to was some kind of sailor. This person sailed up and down the Sword Coast, maybe transporting goods from the language that he's using. And then maybe toward the end of it, there was a mention of a trip to Icewind Dale, and that was maybe like 2 years ago.
Of murder in the book.
Anything about murder? I think there would be maybe like an entry about like after they arrived here, but it's almost like incomprehensible, like gibberish, I guess.
Dallin will pass it around to whoever wants to read it.
I'll
And,
glance at it, and then I'll pass it along, and I'll write my own little notes in my own book.
I'm just going to do a little check to see if there's any other way in or out of this place.
Okay.
If you're looking at the blankets, if you were to unfurl them, you would see like a great big red or orangish sword on it with like flames that have been like embroidered on it.
A long sword or a...
It's just like a bastard sword or something like that, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he owns a sword.
No, it's not like an actual sword. It's like embroidered on the blankets.
Oh, on the blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody recognize the symbol?
Can I take a look at it?
Sure.
Is it a religion check?
Yes.
Ooh, one of my specialties. I'll laugh if I get a 1. Oh, for crying out loud. Close enough.
You don't know who it belongs to.
Oh.
Nothing you've seen before.
I don't know who this belongs to, but I sure know that we probably pissed somebody off losing their pet cat.
Could I maybe do a history check to see if maybe my bardic songs and tales that I might know something about this?
Sure. I mean the symbol?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
13.
Okay. Yeah, definitely using your history. I think at some point you remember like having a conversation with somebody ages ago about a flaming sword, you know, as a like a war banner, you know, and it was meant to represent this god, Tempest, but that's kind of all you know.
Well, I at least know it's for Tempest.
Oh, can I add, while I'm looking for entrances and exits, I am also looking to see if there's anywhere a cat might have been able to get in to this place as well.
To get in. No, it looks pretty like solid down here.
Okay.
You could
Then I
Mhm.
If that's the case, then Vet's going to go over and taste some of that fish.
Sure, sure. So you take a little taste test of the fish, and it's probably something like jerkied fish, that has been like rehydrated, I guess.
Hmm.
Is it spoiled or is it?
No, it's
Um,
good. You know, as good as jerkied rehydrated fish can be.
It,
Okay. And then I'm gonna taste the water as well to see if the water's like stale or if it tastes fresh, if there is any there.
Definitely fresh.
So Vet's gonna just like look around as you're like talking about this thing, be like, I think that occupant may be back to visit their pet.
Well, unfortunate we let it loose.
But that means we can wait for them. If
Yeah.
we undo the damage done to the lock, then oh no, then we'd be stuck in
Splintered
here.
it.
literally sledgehammered a pig into it.
I don't think there's any way to undo the damage to the lock, but we could wait for him to show up. And then,
Or her.
or her.
Mhm.
Uh, and I don't know. If they're nice, then we can buy them a new lock.
I can't afford to buy them a new lock.
Neither can I.
I more meant after we find the
I think
murderer.
right about now, for the people that are down there, is anyone up top, like in the actual like church?
Me. Hunter couldn't fit down.
Hunter. Hunter, you would hear like the familiar sound of like marching, of like a group of people moving in unison.
Like a
But
guard
like over
formation?
here, yeah, exactly. And you see, yeah, you would just hear it. You wouldn't see anything, but you just hear like a formation of guards making their way like near the church.
Okay. The front door seems like it's definitely like barred up from the outside.
Yeah, yeah.
So he is going to just approach the back of the altar where they were, and just sort of whisper down, "Guys, be quiet. There's guards nearby." And then he's gonna, hopefully, they heard that, and then he's just gonna sort of find like a pew and just lie down next to it,
Okay.
and hopefully he's hidden enough, and snuff at the candle.
Yeah. They pass close enough where you could see like the torches coming in through the window, as they pass by, but they're moving away from the church.
Okay. You then go to the like the window that was broken, if that's the side they're on,
Mhm.
or whichever side they're on, and sort of try and peek his head out and see which way they're going.
Yeah. They seem to be moving in a hurry, like they're almost running, and they're heading toward. I would say like completely opposite of where the church is. It's still like on the other side of town hall.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know if that's important. I'll sort of I'll crawl across to where the latch is and sort of poke my head down. I don't know how far down the thing goes.
Mhm.
I'll just be like, the guards went past in a hurry.
I wonder what's happening.
Oh
Should
no.
Check it out.
Should we go check it out?
Maybe.
I think-
Maybe
What's up, Pet?
if this person who was here is who we suspect them to be, and they are not here, then they could be at work tonight, and we are a group of adventurers who are unaccounted for in the local tavern.
True.
That is true.
How about one of us can follow the guards, two of us can follow the guards, the other ones can stay here and wait for our new possible found friend to come back, so we don't miss him.
What if what's just happened is The killer has killed someone.
Well, there's nothing we can do about that right now.
But wouldn't they come back here?
Well, that's what I meant. A couple people can wait here, like 3 people wait here, 4 people wait here, 1 person follows the guards, 2 people follow the guards.
I'll follow the guards.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
That's probably the least dangerous option, to be fair.
That's why I'm going. And Vet runs out.
So Vet is the only one going after the guards.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
point him in the right direction.
I should we really let Vet go alone? Do you think?
I mean, he's
that's
following
fine?
the town guards. Nothing horrible should happen to him.
But what happens if the murderer did do work tonight and they think Vet might be the murderer?
I don't think they'll think that. I don't think that they'll think the person standing right behind the town guards is going to be the murderer.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. And if they do, we know where he's at. He'll be in jail.
Or
I
in a
suppose.
block of ice.
Or he'll be a popsicle. We don't know.
Mm,
I don't like that idea.
Well,
no.
it might be all of us that end up popsicles if we all go.
I think if this goes well, there should be plenty opportunity for us to get him free.
Okay.
If he does get apprehended for some reason.
Vet, be careful.
He's already
Vet's,
gone.
he's already gone. He's like hot on the heels of these guards to try and get their attention as soon as possible. So they're his alibi.
I just kind of pray to whatever gods might be listening to protect
Wait,
Vet.
Are you trying to get their attention as they like run?
Yeah. So as
Okay.
as they're running, he's gonna run behind, and when he gets close enough, his plan is to pretend to slip up, and he'll go, "Oh no! Ow! I've fallen over and hurt myself. It's so icy out here."
Yeah, so they'd probably like step over you, jump over, or maybe like 1 or 2 of them trips and like get out of the way. And like maybe the
I'm
other
so
one
sorry.
tries to help
Making
you up.
his face as clearly seen as possible.
Maybe one of them tries to help you, like, "Are you okay? I didn't mean to run over, but you really should be careful." And like he gets up and he just begins running again.
I'm so sorry, my name's Vet.
Remember my face. My name is Bet. I owe you.
He's like, "What?" He's running.
What a weasel.
He's like, "Damn
And Vet's
tourists."
gonna carry on walking behind now, but slowly. Because he's like, yes, I've done it.
And our
Perfect.
plan is what? Are we all going to be up in the church? Or I can't fit in the hole.
How about you post up next to the door? Because
Next to the front door.
he's most likely going to come in one of those windows, so maybe he won't see you when he enters.
And then you
Okay.
can block the window so we can question him.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of windows, but I will go for him.
Yeah, you grab him, and then we'll come out of the hole.
Okay. You'll hear me moving.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'll just wait outside the hole, but behind the altar.
Okay.
It might be easier than trying to throw me up the hole.
That's true.
And Vet is still following the guards, right?
Yes, he is.
So eventually they get to their destination, and they kind of split up and surround like the entrances. It looks like a brewery of some kind.
Hmm.
And then a couple of them storm inside. And you're kind of just watching for a little bit to see like what's going on. There's a couple other people that are kind of like peeking through their windows, I guess, to see like what all the hubbub is. After maybe like a couple of minutes, you would see that the guards that went inside are now escorting some people out. There are, I believe, a total of 5. Yeah, there's 5 people that are being escorted out. And you can see like they've been placed under arrest, I guess. Like one of them is like yelling about, they didn't do anything. You've got the wrong people, blah, blah,
This is America. Is this America?
And they're being escorted away from the building. One of them is being carried out in like a stretcher, and you can see like they're covered, and they've like you can see like the center mass of this thing is like a vivid red, so they're probably like bleeding
Oh.
out. They split off. Like there's one group heading off toward the center of town, and then the others are more marching in the direction of the town hall with the person on the stretcher.
Yeah, he's gonna go and take a look see at the ones that are heading to the center of the town, of
Sure.
the town hall.
So they're being marched away from this building, and the whole time there, you can kind of hear them arguing with the guards about there's someone out there killing people, etc., etc. It's not us. And the guards was like, we'll see, we'll see the evidence, and you might have to press charges, etc. Eventually, they're taking into this like the barracks, I guess. And they kind of just disappear into the building.
Okay, and on the way over, he'll try and remember the faces of the people that have been arrested.
Mm-hmm. I guess if I were to give you like brief descriptions, there was the one that was a bit lippy, and talkative and arguing the whole time was an older woman, maybe like the 90s, looked human, very frail, had a lot to say. There was another one with long black hair, that covered like most of the face. They were just looking down most of the time. Looked human as well. There was one that had like hair that was like pushed up, a male, kind of like in a pompadour. He was being escorted out as well, and there was another kind of red-looking human, like red skin, that had like horns protruding out of their head.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm going back to the tavern, to my room, and
You
I'm going
bastard.
to barricade the door with furniture.
Okay, so you head back toward the tavern, and on the way in, you see good old Scramix or Scramsax, whatever you want to land on, and you try to like just scurry past the notice, and she's like, "Where have you been?"
Uh-oh.
I've been outside drawing.
She kind of laughs. She's like, "Up to no good, huh?"
No.
She laughs again. She's like, "Well, it's a good thing I've got a memorable face."
Yeah. Good night.
Sure.
Runs upstairs loudly.
Yeah. So back at the church, what are you all doing?
Nodding and
suppose.
waiting.
Yeah.
It's waiting around.
Hoping that someone trying to climb in through the one of the windows and just sort of crouch down in a sort of ready to pounce stance.
Mm-hmm.
Try to be quiet.
Crouchy
silent.
tiger, hidden hunter.
Okay. So you wait there, I guess I would say like something reasonable, like 30 minutes to an hour, and you hear nothing. Not even Vet, right? Vet hasn't come back either.
Okay. If whatever it was that happened with the guards was to do with the person going back here, would have shown up by now. So, sort of slowly saunter across towards the altar. Just be like, I don't think this is going to work.
Too good to be true, right?
Do we still have that journal?
Are you taking
Yeah.
it with you? You can.
Heck yes.
I want to thumb through it and see if it has anything to do with family in it
Family.
and the history of the person.
Yeah, so you can kind of give it another skim. It's just a lot of personal information is in here, like pages and pages and pages. It's a really thick journal. And at some point, if you're just kind of skimming for the word family, eventually you would find like an entry about how he misses his family, right? Um, and he can't wait for this particular job to be over. When they make port, he'd probably buy something nice for this person.
Dallin will send, since it would have been Dallin and Sadie, or Sadi downstairs. Dallin will usher Sadi upstairs, and then leave a note on the wall that says, "We have your journal at the North Look Inn," and leave his room number.
And your cat.
We have your cat.
It's
We
like a
have your cat.
picture. It's a picture of the cat with like today's newspaper.
This isn't an evil campaign, is it?
I mean, you
I
let out a
want
poor
to-
cat out into the cold, so it's evil as it gets.
Whoever was staying here hasn't returned yet. And that poor creature was locked downstairs. What if that person's not coming back?
I imagine as you have that conversation, like in a different universe, like the cat gets like scooped up by like a hawk or something.
Oh,
What if this place was where Michael was staying? We don't know who his family is.
we knew that he had family though. Like someone told us that his mother was alive. So
Yes, but does she actually live around here, or is she just
yeah,
staying
they said she lived in town. That they lived here for a long time.
here? Hmm.
There was her scream we heard as we saw him being encased. So, pretty sure she's here.
We should try and find her tomorrow.
Well, maybe we should follow where the guards went. See if it's down that way.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. If we can find them.
Well, I know which general direction they went, so I suppose we could just follow the tracks and see what happened.
Sounds like
Hopefully-
a plan to me.
Hopefully find Vet. Yeah, we should probably close this off.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
shut it and put the altar kind of like maybe on top of it.
Yeah, maybe we'll take the lock with us.
Yeah, okay.
We should also write in the note, sorry about the lock.
You don't even know about the note. No one was down there when I made it.
So everyone exits a little hidey
Oh.
hole.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
saying at
push-
the door, but that's okay.
Push the altar back on top of the hatch.
Yay.
Okay, so you kind of like push the altar back, put it on top of the trap door, which is very visibly had the lock forcibly removed. Okay.
And I suppose we'll climb out the window. Well, look outside and make sure no one's watching.
For that, who has the highest passive perception?
Probably not me.
Passive perception.
13.
I have a 13.
13.
I have a 12.
12,
13.
13 as well. So, I guess both of you with the 13 would notice.
There was 3 of us.
Yeah.
Oh wait, all 3 of you got 13?
I
Me,
only have a
13 and
12.
and, yeah, so Sadi has a 13.
So I guess all 3 of you would see with the 13. As soon as you like push the altar on top of the trapdoor, I guess all 3 of you simultaneously would turn toward the front door. And you would see someone standing, like a silhouette of a slender person standing in the doorway. And all you can see is their cold blue icy eyes looking back at you. You don't know how long they've been standing there, but they're just kind of watching you. And without saying a word, they just raise their hand, like their palm, and they grip it. And you see like a sword that is materializing out of ice, like out of the vapor in the air. And we'll leave it there for next week.
Oh my.
It's not fair.
Oh
Fuck.
Not long enough.
no! No!
He was just watching you the whole time.
We're not
I
that
think
observant.
I think Thalen would have probably got out. Hoocher, get him!
Yeah. Immediately gonna be sprinting towards that guy.
Oh god.
I'll have the battle map ready for next session as well.
Oh God,
Awesome.
Oh my.
Vet!
We need you.
I'm sorry, I was scared.
Never, never
We-
sending
we-
you off alone.
We
ever
cut to
again.
Vet just like shivering by the door.
We
As,
now
like,
have
Scramax repeatedly knocks on the door, just like, "Are you there?"
We
Probably
now-
like knocking on the door because of all the loud banging and thuds from him moving the dresser
Oh
to the front of the door to block it off.
we are now gonna have buddies, a buddy system from now on.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel so bad. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah,
It's
what
fine. It means we're doing a fight without you. There's nothing we can do about it.
yeah, you know what? We're just gonna all die, and you're gonna have to take over the reins of the new party. It's fine.
God, there's gonna be if I die, there's gonna be so much blood. I'm so big.
It'll be the legacy member.
Just
Well, if I die,
mess.
it's just gonna be a tiny little puddle.
Oh.
Makes up for it.
yeah,
My
we balance it all be
premise-
about the same.
My premise is towns are evil, and the next thing I'm going to see is all of you dead.
Oh no.
Like, I was right all along.
Oh man.
Alan has a few tricks up his sleeve. I think we'll be okay.
And we didn't rest yet.
No, we have not.
So I only have one spell and a bunch of cantrips.
I mean, I'm still full.
I mean, you only have what, 2 spells normally, so
Yeah, I only have one I can cast. I've already
Oh.
casted one.
oh well, that's only 1 down. That's not that bad actually.
Yeah, there's man, being a level 1 spellcaster is rough sometimes when it's like
Mhm.
have you any done the start of Curse of Strahd? There's
No.
a bit at the start of that where it's you can't rest,
Oh yeah, I've heard about
and
that.
it's just 2 spell. Like if you're a bard or something with like healing word, you get off 2 healing words, and that's you for the whole day. It's like, well, I'm out of healing. I was the only healer.
I just hope I roll really good on initiative, and then I can give you bardic inspiration for whatever you do.
Ooh, man.
I think we're in trouble.
No, I think we'll be fine.
As an action, I'd like to crawl into bed.
Please make Vet roll initiative with us and make him take his turn in the inn room.
Okay, fine.
I'd like to know this is the action I take towards the person.
Imagine having to like move across an entire town, like 60 feet by 60 feet every turn.
Hunter reloads his biceps and runs forward.
Yep.
No, we've done that. We've done battles. We've me and Joe are in a Pathfinder 2 game where we're playing in the very first Pathfinder 1 campaign that ever existed.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Rune Lords. And I've had a couple of times where we've had, here's the whole town map. Here's your speed. You get 3 actions a turn. You're trying to get to here.
Oh
Go.
boy.
Mhm. Yep.
There's like a whole town battle, and it's like we're not that fast.
Oh man. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
A
so
lot of
I
toddlers died that day.
think the fight will be interesting. The reason I cut it off now is because it's the fight is going to take some time, as battles usually do. They're never 30 minutes. But also I understood that some people had to leave a little bit early, so just make sure that we keep that in mind. For next week,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think if everyone's still here, regular scheduled time, I'll upload the video that I recorded today as well. And yeah, have your I guess your spells memorized and kind of know what you want to do. It looks like
I already know what I'm doing on turn 1, so.
Yeah.
Big smack.
Very fun.
Well, I was actually gonna. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm really interested to see what this person is.
I'm wondering if we can defuse the situation before it gets scary.
They summoned a sword out of the air. I'm really not sure this is going to be a talking situation.
We can still try.
It could be, yeah. Could be.
I
Oh,
mean,
man.
I could just call him names the whole time and just vicious mockery him.
Or her.
Or her.
I think that's a bad idea.
Be like, you big bully.
Oh man, yeah, that was a fun session.
Okay, I'm gonna go and then I'm gonna call and see how my mom's doing.
Let me know.
Alrighty, thank you. Be safe. Hopefully everything's okay.
I think things will be okay. She had a CT scan last I heard, so I'm gonna call and see if I can get the results of that.
Alrighty. Well, it's been a pleasure playing with everyone today. Expect the video a little bit later on. So have a wonderful day.
I didn't. Where's the links for that?
I put it in
There's
the session recording thingy.
Yeah, there's multiple chat channels for text in the Discord.
Yeah, I put
Oh,
session
okay.
recordings. I put session summary. So I give your XP there, and then I have session recordings. Theories is for you guys just to kind of like speculate on what's going on, and then notes. If anyone's taking notes and you want to share them with the group, so y'all kind of like are collectively in the know, that's a good place to share it. Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, see you guys next week.
First theory.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Let me find the bad guy. Really?